Hey everybody. I wanted to spend a couple of minutes today and talk about something that's been going on in my life and something that I know, or I guess notice in a lot of other people's lives that people are really struggling with, and that is depression and anxiety. And as we go into the changing of the seasons, and if you're with me in Michigan, the sun starts to go away. People get to start to get a little nuts when the weather changes, and there are a lot of things that influence that, and also a lot of things that can make that better. But I wanted to just kind of talk about a few things that have come up in my life the past couple of weeks, and the things that I'm doing to kind of get past them, ways that they're affecting me now, things that I'm doing to help elevate my mood, things that I'm doing to kind of get me through some of the more traumatic events in life, because there have been quite a few of them. So, a little bit of background. Me and my father have had a pretty, rough relationship uh, throughout my life, as well as he's had with a lot of his children. And unfortunately, he's in a place right now where he, has chosen to play out this story in his life about things that he thinks that he's lost, and instead of focusing on what he's had in front of him. And some of this could be from drug abuse, some of this could be from alcohol abuse, some of this could be from early dementia. There's a lot of things that have, or I guess that are playing into this story right now, that are going on. But unfortunately, as much as I love him dearly, I've had a very hard time being his daughter and maintaining a relationship with him, because he has always chosen to live in the past. And over the past couple of weeks, I've kind of had to, tell the truth about what I see about his behaviors and what I see about his choices. And I had to do it at a time that he was very close to wanting to commit suicide, and in a place where he was feeling very hopeless. And I just reminded him that we all have the power of choice, and when you're feeling in that place where there's no hope, I'm here to remind everybody that there is always something that you can do to feel better. A lot of us just choose not to. There are supplements that you can take. There are things that you can smell. There are colors that you can look at. There are videos that you can watch. There are friends that you can reach out to. There are a million different things that you can do to change your mood at any time. And, sometimes it's just about doing one of these things after another to get you out of that place of hopelessness, because a lot of that is just a limited perspective where we don't feel like we have any place to go, and it's going to be like this forever. And it's not. Nothing lasts forever. There's no such thing as true hopelessness. You may feel that way, but it's only a story that you're telling yourself, because in every situation there is a gift if you can look for it. If you ask for what that gift is, you can see that gift. And just being able to focus on that can get you out of a dark place. There's always a light that you can focus on. And I'm not talking about a religion. I'm not talking about a God. I mean, it can be whatever that is for you, but all of us have something that we deem as a light in our lives, and we can always look at that and focus on that, and be able to maybe break that story that we're telling ourselves, a story of the past, a story of things that no longer apply. So it's been a true challenge for me over the past couple of weeks, because I am a person that has practiced depression most of my life, and that's something that I've chosen. And I've gotten the news that my last week that my stepdad had to have triple bypass surgery, so I'm dealing with that, dealing with family dogs getting cancer and having to have their legs amputated and going through treatment, and having an aunt that's got cancer, and having a sister that's diagnosed stage 4 ovarian cancer, and then dealing with a situation with my dad, and getting a call on Saturday that my dad decided that he was going to try to commit suicide, and he is now committed. So today, stepdad had triple bypass surgery. I'm still waiting for the news on my dad. Friend had a full hysterectomy. I'm away from my comfort zone and my little fur baby that gives me some support, and I'm babysitting my mom's fur babies right now. And, trying to build a business and trying to maintain all of this different stuff that is life. And I'm telling you that there are ways that you can handle this. There are ways that you can get through it. And, if nothing else, I am living proof, because if this would have happened, if all of these things would have happened to me 3 or 4 years ago, I would probably be a mess on the floor. But what I'm doing to, handle these situations is there's something to learn from it. There's ways that I can grow through this. There's transformations that I can make. There's breakthroughs that I can make to get through this, because, my purpose is to be able to help show people that there is a way that you can become aware. There is a way that you can take control and start to practice some intentional healing. And I'm not saying that path is going to be the same for everybody, but when you start asking those questions, when you start taking little steps to, end your own suffering, your whole life can change. So there's no such thing as getting out of life alive. Life is going to be a mess sometimes. Life is going to be hard sometimes. Going after what you want is going to be hard. Doing something that's good for you is not always the easy thing. There are going to be things every single day that challenge you. And where you can really rise up is how you choose to react to those things, how you choose to get through those things, and choices that you make. And, I'm telling you that there are things you can do for your body. There are things that you can do for your mind. And it's just, there's no magic pill to get through all of this stuff, because the whole point of going through this stuff is learning the lessons. And when you are not afraid to face them, when you look at them head on, everything you want is past that fear. And you start to notice the connections that are in life. You start to notice the things that really matter. You start to look for those gifts. You start to build those connections. You start to practice trust. There are all of those things that are so beautiful about what makes this life up. As long as you can remember that when, if you find yourself in a dark time, it is not the end. It is not going to be like that forever. And if you're a person that is, ruminating on something that you can't seem to get out of, you can't seem to get out of your story, I'm telling you, start asking questions, and the right people will come into your life. The right messages will come into your life if you just start, opening up your eyes a little bit, and even to the possibility that there could be other things that you aren't seeing about the story. Stop confining yourself with a single story and limiting yourself in some sort of cage that doesn't really exist, because our souls are beings that are limitless, and there is infinite possibility that we carry every single day, and we do have control over that. Every single person was given a choice. We are given a choice with every breath that we take on how we want to handle something, and that does not matter the circumstance that we go through. So I'm telling you, sitting here as a person that suffers or that has suffered from depression, that has suffered from anxiety, that is making it through all of these things that life has to offer, and being extremely uncomfortable, being extremely tender, and still being able to sit here in front of you to tell you my story, to be here for other people, to have this genuine connection with every single person I meet, knowing that that is a part of life and that is a part of the gift. And, I may not be able to control the circumstance of my life, but I can certainly control my attitude. I can certainly control my focus, and I can certainly practice intentional healing in my life and help other people practice it in theirs. So, maybe this lesson with my father is an amazing lesson so that I can become more passionate about reaching people that really feel like there is no possibility and that there is no hope, and helping them, find a different way, and helping them find a different solution, in one that isn't involved in such a selfish decision as taking your own life. But so anyway, that is my story for the week. I'm doing this more to kind of get everything out as well, but I know that there are people that are going through the same things. Everybody has their problems, and I'm telling you, you are not alone. So if you are feeling overwhelmed in your life, if you are feeling extremely anxious in your life, if there's something that you feel like you just can't get through, please contact me. I am just learning all of these strategies. I'm practicing all of these different strategies. I'm changing my mindset. I'm becoming more efficient, and I'm just really trying to grow and transform and be the best that I can be from the people that are around me and the people that are succeeding as well, and handling their focus, and really experiencing life to the fullest. That is what I want, despite my circumstances. And I know that there are a lot of everyone out there that wants to live that life too. And what else can you ask for life? From life, you look for the beauty, you look for the things that fill your heart, and you breathe through the tough times, and you know that this too shall pass. So anyway, that's my story for the week, and I'll get back to doing some of my challenge videos here shortly. But if you like my channel, please subscribe. It's Here's to Paying It Forward. That's my YouTube channel. Please please subscribe. Trying to hit a goal of 10,000 viewers and subscribers. So any like or any subscription, helps me out with that. So I hope that everybody has an amazing week. And like I said, if anybody is feeling that they don't have any options, that their choices are limited, or they're not sure what to do, please feel free to reach out to me, because I guarantee that if I don't know, I know somebody that does know. So it's all about finding what works for you, and finding what's the best tools and the resources and the ways that are going to set you up for the best success. So everybody have an amazing week, and I hope everybody finds the gift in this week.